Elizabeth Ryan coming to you from the EHS Management Forum in Tucson. I'm standing here with Jason Schenker from Prestige Economics. Jason, you just painted quite a frightening portrait of the future in which the supply of oil and commodities will soon run out. What should the business community be doing to prepare for that future today?
Well, the business community needs to be thinking about these things, needs to be cognizant of the fact that, even if we move in the direction of running out, the prices are going to go much, much higher than they are now over the next 10 years, the next 15 years. And these are trends you can't really fight against. You're looking at a trend of rising global demand, of limited global supply, and that's going to push prices higher. And at some point you do run a risk, effectively, of running out. And if it doesn't happen as quickly now because we discover additional reserves, those reserves are going to be more expensive to develop. And so you still see a huge spike in potential prices. And by being cognizant of that, sustainability leaders can be at the forefront of that move to prepare their companies for those future risks.
In fact, you said that actually it's not going to take for us to run out before things are going to start to be much more expensive. The cost of doing business is going to be cost prohibitive perhaps, and that companies that are actually investing in these measures now will be those who will survive, and those who don't simply won't.
No, and that's true. I think that companies that are basically taking a risk management position with their sustainability projects and with those initiatives, that they're preparing for the future. They're going to be ahead of the other companies in their field that don't take those initiatives, because when the prices begin to spike at even higher levels and margins get further compressed, the companies that you're going to see consolidation in those industries that are threatened, and the companies that will be acquired in the consolidation process will be the ones that have not effectively managed their risk.
The other thing that you mentioned was that we actually need to be thinking about sustainability again from this financial perspective, and that means also that within the company, the EHS and sustainability leaders need to be framing these programs and these projects in financial terms. How do they do that? What kind of information should they be presenting to their C-suite to make an effective case?
Sure, I think there are a couple of things. I think first and foremost, you need to have an understanding that a lot of people who get into sustainability do because they feel it's the right thing to do and they feel passionate about it. But people in the C-suite, they like to see numbers, they like to see reasonable arguments, they want to see something that helps their business. And so making a very quantifiable business case around sustainability, either from a financial perspective where you have hard numbers, or trying to quantify in some way the impact of the soft impact, reputation, and things like this. Putting numbers around that is going to be really critical to impacting the decision makers, to having a consistent, understandable, reasonable, rational, and numerical message. And that's what they really need.
Thanks very much for taking the time. Appreciate it.